Hello, hello, hello. You're welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining my live. You're welcome. Just give me a moment to share the live so that I can have everyone joining in. This was not a planned live. I can't find time to do a video, so I'd rather do live so it will be easier for me to go about it. I want to talk about Prophet Jeremiah, omoto and VDM. The saga is going on right now. The video, so the internet has been hot, very hot. Everyone has been making noise, making buzz of what is going on. Haven't said anything yet, so I want to say something today as per the case between VDM and Prophet Jeremiah Omoto. Thank you so much for joining in on Facebook. Thank you for joining in on YouTube. I'm broadcasting simultaneously. If you can hear me, just comment you can hear me so we can continue with the video. Today, I am talking about Prophet Jeremiah Omoto and VDM. The two have been making the internet hot. They have been fighting tooth and nail. Hi, you're welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. Where are you watching me from? Comment with where you're watching me from so I can greet you and greet the people around your vicinity. All right. Now a lot has been going on social media, on each and every platform, each and every page or channel on YouTube. You will find updates on Prophet Jeremiah Omoto and VDM. VDM is the very dark man. He's a Nigerian socialite. I don't know what he really is. He's not a movie actor. He's just an activist who sits on cases that he wants justice for. So he's been this one person that has been disturbing the entire Nigerian space, has been bringing heat to everyone around the Nigerian space. So it is said sometime last week that he had made, hi and thank you for watching, he had made certain utterances against Jeremiah Omoto, but it is genuine. Hi, thank you for joining my live. Thank you so much for joining. It is said that everything started when Jeremiah purportedly advertised soap. Flurry, thank you for joining. You're welcome to my live. Like the video as you come in, share the live. It is said that Prophet Jeremiah Omoto, who is the leader and founder of Christ Mercy Land Church in Nigeria, Warri, to be more precise, he sometime came out last week to advertise his soap that he was going to sell to the general public, and it is said that this particular soap was supposed to wash away those things that you cannot see, those invisible things that hold your life down, that does not make you to progress. He also has lots of spiritual products that he's been selling on his platform. If you go to his platform or to his pages, you would see him selling all types of water, healing water, morning water, overtaking water. He has lots. It's quite funny. The list is so long. I cannot exhaust the list of the spiritual products that he sells, but he sells a whole lot. And it is a man of God that is doing so well in life. He always projects himself helping people, meeting them according to their needs, no matter how much. He's famous for funding and paying for treatments for some popular Nollywood actors who have gone to him for help. Yes, one of such actors is Emeka Anim. There are lots of them. I wouldn't like to mention their names here, but that is what he does. He funds their medical bills and helps out. He's a very active person on social media because he is one of the televangelists we now have recently on the Nigerian media space. Yes, he does a lot of work on the internet, and he projects everything he does, as a matter of fact. Now, the thing is, he has been on the news ever since he purportedly came out with the release of his soap. His miracle soap. This is one of the products he was supposed to be adding to his list, his catalog of products. And it is said that this soap, would wash away those things that you cannot see. That he said that you have prayed up. Good morning and you're welcome to my life. It is said that the soap was supposed to wash away some offensive odor you might be having without your knowledge, and it wouldn't help you progress in life. It will hinder your progress somehow. So you needed to wash it off, and the soap he is going to bring to the market was supposed to do that for you with ease. So now, on hearing this, VDM started a campaign, and his campaign was legit. He was campaigning for the fact that the prophet had mentioned that the soap was having a NAFDAC number, because that is where he started. Very Dark Man went on to ask the man of God where the NAFDAC number is, and he went ahead to ask or to petition the NAFDAC produce the NAFDAC number, and ask them again to give him the list of ingredients that the soap was made of, for them to have given him a NAFDAC number, based on the fact that he was using a NAFDAC number to sell his soap. This is what allegedly VDM is holding him down for. So now, when the man of God got hold of this information, he now directly went to court and sued him. Actually, he did not sue VDM personally. It was said that it was his sons who came together, because there's a video that's flying on social media. His sons were saying that they are the ones suing and not the prophet himself. But the prophet has not come out to debunk the story that he's not the one suing. So allegedly, yesterday, it was the first session in court. But before they went to court, VDM, the Very Dark Man, MD Chan, thank you for joining my live. You're welcome. Share the video and like the video as you join in. So before they went to court yesterday, sometime on Thursday or Friday, VDM he ordered some of the products online. Jeremiah Omoto for Fain's products. He ordered them and then took them to a place, to a home where there are many disabled people living there. These disabled people came out en masse to have them try the products of the prophet. Thank you so much, Dan. Share the live. So, unfortunately, the products were tried on these people, and none of them were healed. They were cripples, mind you. There were the blind, mind you. There were some people who were not really doing well around there. And VDM administered the living water and the pool of Bethesda water that the prophet had been propagating and selling, that it heals all diseases and it makes everyone well. And unfortunately, no one was healed And that is where I am coming in now. Thank you all for joining. Share the live when you join. Now, the thing is, many people, thank you so much. Many people are of the opinion that it is because VDM carried the product to a Muslim community to use it. That is why it didn't work. Other people are for the opinion that probably it is the prophet who must use the water, who must administer the water before it will work. That is why it did not work when the prophet, when VDM administered the water. Others said that spiritual products are meant to be used with faith. And VDM did not agree with that part because when you say something does this or that, and you are categorical about it, and you begin to sell it to the general public, it means that it is supposed to do what you are saying it will do. Now, he said that if you have to take paracetamol because you have headache, you are expected to be healed from that headache, or you're expected to feel much better after you must have consumed paracetamol. You do not need faith to consume paracetamol for your headache to be healed. Now, if prophets are supposed to be taking up products and posting them, especially on their websites, and selling them to the general public, and that these products are supposed to be healing certain diseases or are supposed to be the solution to certain problems, it means that these things should work whether you have faith or not. So that's the argument that has been on so far. They are now in court, and from yesterday's argument, it is said that the both of them will still be in court again on the 5th. Actually, their lawyers represented them, and they will still be on in court again on Friday. Now, the thing is, when you begin to make things public, you begin to use the public as your sphere for activities. Please, you have to welcome all forms of criticism. Now, to the prophet, it is said in the Bible that you would receive criticisms, you will be dragged for the things you say, and for the gospel's sake, because of the gospel. Now, this is the time that you are facing challenges. This is the time that you are listening to all the nonsense that people have to say to you. Remember, in the Christ that you preach today was dragged, he was beaten, he was molested, he suffered a lot in front of the public. So why would a man of God not want to face such persecutions if he must, as a servant of the Most High? You know, when I begin to follow and listen to prophets, and then I see their lifestyle, they don't project what they are actually preaching. They're preaching one thing and they're projecting something else. What happens to forgive and forget? What happens to stay and then be an example? What happens to be like Christ? It is said in the Bible that Christ was slapped on the left side of his face, and he turned the right and he slapped him again. What happened to that? Now, this particular prophet drags everybody who comes for him. Every attack, he doesn't let go. What happens for Christian avenues to solve issues? Everybody wants to go to court. And then you are sending someone a bill of 1 billion naira. Isn't that some form of intimidation? Even if the person wants to pay up if he loses the case, where's that person going to get 1 billion from? Now he's saying that they're calling him out for fake prophecies and stuff. And his products are being tested and they didn't work. We are on social media. As a layman, hi Vicky, thank you for joining my live. As a layman, these things will mean more to you if you can use your eyes and see. Remember that most human beings are very visual. They only get to understand and accept the things they see. If they cannot see, they would not believe. It is always said, seeing is believing. So if we cannot see, we cannot believe, right? So I believe it is on the basis of such thoughts that the very dark black man is dragging the senior prophet. Now, prophet says the pool of Bethesda water it's healing, it's changing situations, it's giving life, and all of that. We are not arguing about that. When Christ healed people, it was for free. Hi Vicky, you're welcome to my life. When Christ healed people, it was for free. When he made miracles happen, it was for free. When he made the blind to see, it was for free. The wine at Canaan was also for free. Remember that he wasn't a part of that. He wasn't a part of that. The family that had that wedding. But when the wine ran out from the festival, from the marriage ceremony, Christ made a miracle and wine was given. All of that was for free. Now, when you begin to put a price tag to any element you want to use for healing or spiritual purposes, it now becomes a business. I am talking logically. I am looking at it logically. I am not telling you what to believe. I am not trying to convince you or anything. If you begin to put a price tag on a product, whether it is physical or spiritual product, it means that that particular product should give or should serve the purpose it was created for. You can't say that I should buy, get your twin water. I don't have that twin. I think it's going to be problematic. Remember that. Vicky says that prophet na very strong business tycoon. As a matter of fact, because if you go to his profile, he's selling almost everything, even a frame of the prophet's picture is being sold there. You know, you have for the water kind of products he's selling, he has like 10 to 12 different types, and all of them are up for sales. So there's no way you're going to be advertising something. You even have a platform, you have a website where people can order and pay, and then you're receiving payment for this. These things don't work. It doesn't sit well, even with the layman. Remember I said seeing is believing. If someone is seeing something and that thing is happening, they'll easily believe. Remember that most people today don't even go to church because they love God. They don't go to church because they want to hear the word of God. They don't go to church because they want to read the Bible and know the truth for themselves. They go to church today because of what they see the prophets doing. So if you have made products and put them up for sales and promising the entire public that these products are supposed to be healing this or that sickness, it should do so, because if it doesn't, then it is I think personally that it is fraudulent, because I can't go purchase the overtaking water or fast lane water, for instance, and then I consume it and then I don't be on the fast lane. That is why some of these things are very questionable. When you, from the beginning, they are very questionable because they promise what most of them do not deliver on. And now, who made us this way that we should be believing on anything that people come out to say? So VDM on his part decided to make a test, a public show of the products, and some people are calling him out that he wasn't supposed to be doing that because those products are spiritual products. Now we live in a physical world and people say that everything is spiritual. Understandable. Now when products are said to be spiritual and backed by a prophet and are being sold by using it, is not spiritual. I believe that if you have a product and then you put a price tag on that product, it should serve the purpose that the product was created to serve. Since you are able to collect on that product and then you promise that the product is supposed to do something, that product is supposed to do. If it doesn't do it, I think you are being fraudulent there. Now, yesterday, before the session, I watched another video where VDM was propagating that this said man of God was carrying out fake miracles. There's even a video where they showed him. On that video, he was praying and then asking for God to release keys to open or to unlock the destinies of people. Now, when I begin to look at things like that, I begin to wonder, because it doesn't sit well. I create videos, and there are times where I do some video editing, and there are times where if you go into the the, the, the app where you're editing, you see some of the montage there, you see some of those effects that you can use. When you watch this particular video of the prophet receiving the keys to unlock people's destiny, you would know that he has used some effects. Thank you for joining in. Hi. You would know that he must have used some effects to do that. So when you come out in public and orchestrate such for people to believe, and people begin to believe you blindly, and then someday you are not able to hold on to these charades that you have been projecting for people to follow, why else, or why do you think people will not come out to call you fake or accuse you of fraudulent activities? You say that this particular bottle of water is going to take away so and so illnesses. If it doesn't, that's fake, that's fraudulent. It is a crime against the public, because you have been deceiving people for too long. Remember that I am not judging the man of God here. I'm just trying to analyze what I see about this case. So for the long and short of the story, this man has a lot going on for him. So many things he's been doing that are not sitting right with people, and now suddenly someone is dragging him for those things. It doesn't sit well. It doesn't stay firm in the eyes of people anymore. It is only a matter of time for people to begin to come up and start arguing with the things he does on social media. Now, what happens when the Bible told us to do good and then let with the right hand so the left hand doesn't see? Whenever he goes out for, would I say, outreach, meeting the poor according to their needs, gifting them, there's always a camera following him. That means he wants people to see. He wants people to know his activities. It means that even the giving part of the ministry is like a ploy to bring people together to see his activities and to watch what he does. Now, when you come up with arguments like this, they would say that it's because you don't have fear of God in you. It's because in the days of Christ, there were no social media platforms where people could broadcast stuff and all of that. But that's not what I am saying. What I am actually saying is the way you project the Christ is very important pertaining to what you are saying or what you are teaching. You say Christ, you are a follower of Christ, you are a servant of God, and your character is not that of Christ. I don't remember Christ announcing that people should come and see how he is feeding 5,000. But the moment they feed 200 people, the world sees it. The moment they feed 500 people, the world sees it. So why would people not cry out now on the day that something is not sitting well? Remember that all your activities, you bring it to the public. So this particular one, you still brought it to the public, so people must talk about it. People must drag. Now, on the part of a very dark man, personally, I appreciate his humanitarian gestures. Vicky says, what bothers me the most is this. So if this prophet concentrates on his spiritual calling and then still tells his fans that away from the work of God, this is what I sell, won't people buy? Why must he keep making Christianity so questionable? Exactly my point. If you already make people to know that you bring products to sell to treat a particular kind of problem, and people buy that product and it doesn't work, then it's fraudulent there. And there is nothing wrong with a man of God doing business. I must say that categorically, there is nothing wrong with a man of God doing business. But hiding behind Christianity to sell spiritual products that are questionable, that are disgracing or degrading Christianity, is not a thing to write home about. Now, I was going to talk about the very dark black man. Personally, I appreciate his work on humanitarian activism and all of that. But personally getting into people's issues all the time, personally dragging people all the time, personally struggling and wanting to defend his cause, like bringing people down, like stating the obvious fact and doing that. I think it's not a good thing to be doing that like all the time. He always wants to, can you stop that? He always wants to prove a point. He always wants to be right. He always wants to be healed. He always wants to be on every case. Now, I want to ask this question to the very dark black man. Who made you a judge over every other human being living on the face of this earth? Is it that your life is so perfect, or what? Is it that you are the best person who can fight for everybody? Even Christ, who came to die for mankind, was deleted because of the standards here. We cannot mention certain kind of words. I was about to say that even if you're fighting for everyone, even if you are the new Messiah that we now have, does it suffice for you to drag everybody? You want to drag all the politicians, you want to drag all the businessmen, you want to drag all the pastors. Who made you judge over the life of people? Lamido Muhammad, thank you for joining my life. Who made you judge over people's lives? When you come out to raise funds for people, to help the poor, to help those in need, that is a good thing. We commend you for that. When you come out to follow people, to help people who are being oppressed, like all those who are being locked up for unjust cause, or those who are suffering under strong people in the society, I believe that's good enough. But when you begin to bring out somebody's life, you begin to dig up the history about that person, begin to dig up facts about their businesses, begin to demonstrate your know-how of law and every other activism in your system, it doesn't make sense. You are just being a nuisance. I think so. You have grown in a short time. Many people are hailing you. Many people like you. Many people want to see more of you every day. But this sometimes does not mean that you are doing right. It doesn't mean that the very dark man is doing right. You bring pain along with the little joy you think you are giving out there. You are just too much. You are just everywhere. You just want to be noticed. You just want to be seeking unnecessary fame. Sometimes it is good to let go. Choose a path that you want to fight. Choose a path that you want to walk in. Choose a direction that you are going. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to be everywhere. People are hailing you today, but it's just a matter of time. Those people hailing you today will not hail you tomorrow. This is how human beings operate. You feel that you have it all going on for you now. Blackmailing people, hurting people, dragging people, embarrassing people, disgracing them is not the way out. What happened to administer grace to the hearer? You cannot be doing the right thing at the wrong time, and you cannot be doing the right thing in a wrong way. You put someone to test, and when they clap back, you drag them. Does it mean you have monopoly of knowledge, or you have monopoly of the law, or you have monopoly of insults, or you have monopoly of judgment? It is not the way to go about it. For you to be pushing the society, you are now making them feel bad. You are now a public nuisance. You just want to hurt and disturb people. You're not serving the activism that people first saw you for, or people first knew you for. Life really doesn't revolve around you. There is more to it than meets the eyes. What you see and claim or feel that you know or do is not all. Life is so much bigger than what you think it is. Now, for the prophet, I want to say that it's not every case or every call that you must answer. You can listen to all the criticism and still stay cool. It doesn't mean because you are a man of God, you're rich, you're powerful, you must answer all the critiques that criticize you. Remember, Christ already told you that you will be criticized. What I am going through today, you will go through even worse. Now, even if some people are questioning the ministry of TB Joshua, one lesson I learned from that particular ministry is you would never find TB Joshua himself or his sons or the people in his church coming out publicly to defend whatever they are saying about them. Sometimes in life, you don't need to answer all the calls. Had it been this man of God did not clap back at what VDM said in the first place, he wouldn't even be in this mess he is right now. Remember that people made you who you are. People lifted you to where you are today. And if these people begin to dissociate themselves from you, naturally, you're going to be going down. You don't need a prophet to tell you so. You are a prophet. Now everybody is mocking you on social media. Jeremiah says he has power, let him do this. He has power. Why can he not just pray and then send thunder? Why can he not just pray and say and do this and do that? Now you are being disgraced because even children that you can bet are on social media dragging you, talking about you like a common man. You are highly respected by your followers. You have a huge following. The people in your ministry respect you, but you have now lost respect on social media because you choose to fight all the battles that come your way. Remember that in life you will have a million battles to fight, but you just cannot fight all these battles. Even if you choose to fight all the battles, you cannot win all the battles. Why not let go of some of these battles if need be? This one particularly, there is no need for it. You shouldn't have come out to follow VDM. You already know he's a public nuisance and you keep talking. Remember, he says he has nothing to lose because he started from the ground. He's a gutter character. He said it by himself. Somebody who is already in the gutter, where do you want to pull him to? He only manages to pull people to join him inside the gutter. And now you are facing that same pool to go into the gutters with VDM. He says if you come for him, you lose. If he comes for you, you lose. When he came for you to have let it slide, especially since the soap was not even in the market, you should have let go. But now look at where we are. Everybody wants to prove that they are powerful. Everybody wants to prove that they are up there. Everybody wants to show that they are strong. Now, I only have one thing to say to the both parties. For the man of God, Prophet Jeremiah Omoto, you must not fight all the battles you see. You can let go. And if you sell products to the general public that these products can work and they heal and treat certain illnesses, please, if you are collecting value for that product should be giving out the same value that it is created to give. Do not sell products that people need faith to use before it would work. When you are collecting money on the sales of such products, you did not collect the money using faith. You only sold out your product and people became interested and bought those products. You said that this product could treat this or that. So this product should at least be treating all those things you said they can treat. And for those people backing VDM up, he should continue in his activism. He should continue in the things that he's been doing. He should just let people be. Keep dragging people, keep hurting people, keep bringing out the past. For people who are not fighting with him, doesn't make sense. What if he drags someone today and tomorrow this person decides to unalive themselves because of the embarrassment? Because VDM doesn't say nice things about people. He doesn't administer grace. He doesn't make you feel like you are good enough. He just want, when he begins on your case, he just wants to prove a point, and that point is to make you look as bad as possible to the community that you are in. It is not a very good thing to be doing to people. In as much as I am not supporting the negative things some of these people may have done, but also using negativity to make correction is also wrong. So it is high time, VDM, calm down and let people breathe. You are not God. You do not have mandate to judge everyone. Even if they are wrong in their wrongdoings, I believe you should begin to mind your business. You have people you can cater for. You have people who need your help. Concentrate on helping people. Can you just stop being a social menace and stop dragging people? You are a menace to the public. Can you let it be? Well, as usual, that's my 2 cents. I didn't want for my video to be long. It's already above 30 minutes. If you're joining now, please do well to watch the video from the beginning. If you're seeing me for the first time, do well to subscribe so you get notifications when I'm live or when I drop new videos. Thank you and see you very soon. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Facebook.